Hello and welcome to the Studio77 report for November. We are here giving you the latest updates from the mayamada universe, and I am the mayamada co-founder Nigel.
I am Tazziii, content creator and mayamada creative director.
And mayamada is a storytelling brand based here in the UK. We create manga-style comics, we do online and in-person events, we also deliver creative workshops with young people, adults and companies as well, and we run the video game diversity campaign, Do I Look Like a Gamer? And sometimes we also play video games. So we have a digital platform and membership called Studio77 where we host a variety of shows talking to creative professionals across comics, video games, animation, cosplay sometimes as well. And each month we get together with our members to play a different game. And you can become a member to support the work that we do and be part of the monthly activities and get exclusive access to content like live stream interviews after they disappear from Twitch VOD. So we were just talking about delayed comeuppance and companies asking far too much time from us, but maybe they can learn a few things. If you want to hear more of those conversations, you can become a Studio77 member or catch our live recordings over on Twitch each month. So let's get started with our industry tip. Each month, we like to highlight advice that has come from a creative professional on one of our Studio77 shows. And this month, the advice is kind of like, this is the worst advice, but something positive comes from it. So it comes from our Story X Story podcast, where we recently spoke to Eloise Singer, who is a producer and the founder of Singer Studios, who make the Pirate Queen VR game, Emmy nominated Pirate Queen VR game. Let me put some respect on the name there. So we had a good chat with Eloise and Dave Ranyard, who are producers for the game, and they gave us like a bunch of advice on their journey. It was great to hear like how they pivoted and from what was going to be something completely different to a VR experience and the success they've had with that. But it was an experience that Eloise had with someone very prominent in Hollywood. She described having a meeting with someone and being very excited with someone very high up in Hollywood and thinking that she might work with them and this would be a great opportunity. And then she said, the person turned to me and said, "Eloise, you're never going to make it in this industry." And I was literally devastated. And whilst I was on the bus on her way back home, I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to prove you wrong. And I feel, as she described it, it was the worst advice she had got, but she turned it into something positive. And I feel that in itself is good advice. But what do you think about that, Tazziii?
I love this. Bad advice, good advice. I feel like some guys I've experienced as well. It's like tell you that you're not good enough or that you don't belong in a space, and that you should just give up on all your hopes and dreams, and that like sometimes when someone says something like that might upset you, you could take it one or two ways, right? You could either be like, oh no, this is someone who is in the industry, they're predominant in the industry, they know what they're talking about, and they've said I can't do it, therefore I can't do it. Or you can be like, ha, I laugh at you, can't do it.
Turn it into an anime episode.
Yeah, so just do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, anime is a good source for that. I'm watching Black Clover, and that's a character who gets told you cannot do this, and he's like, I will show you. So I feel there's lessons to be learned, and I always like the phrase.
That's the extreme case of it.
That's very extreme. Yeah. There's blunt to his face, and the phrase always comes to my mind in situations like this, which is other people's opinions are none of your business. And I feel Eloise like just encapsulated that with being told flat out no and then going and doing it anyway. So good advice by example. And if you want to hear the full episode, if that resonated with you, definitely check it out. I've put a link in the description. And yeah, check out our other Studio77 shows, because we talk to a range of creative professionals and get all sorts of good advice from their journeys and the work that they do. And if you are a creative professional and you would like to share your story, then also get in touch, because we'd love to have you, and we're always on the lookout for new voices, new perspectives to share. You can email us studio77@mayamada.com.
And whatever you are into, comics, video games, or creative professional development, here's what you have to look forward to from the mayamada universe. We have a lot going on with the Manga Network at the moment, don't we? So do you want to give us an update on all things there, Nigel?
Yeah, so I can happily say that we are making really good progress on the latest story and future stories as well, but I'll stick with the latest one, Origins Against All Odds. So this is a story we've been working on for the year, actually a bit longer, but really on it for this year. Kickstarted earlier in the year and features Tazzii's character in the mayamada universe for a reflective, hope-filled story about pursuing your creative career goals. Speaking of people telling you no, this is basically what this book is. We're at the stage of doing the artwork, so Kickstarter backers will see some of that as it comes together. Even Tazzii will see some of it fairly soon as well. And then the whole world
Very excited.
is coming together, and yeah, just looking forward to actually having it sort of physically or digitally in print and sharing that. But yeah, you can also get all of our other titles on our website as well. And then we are going to have in-person places where you can see our books as well. It's been a while. I feel it's been a while since I've done a comic convention, but we have a couple coming up. So in November, the 9th and 10th, I am going to / have been to, depending on when you're watching this, the Malta Comic-Con, which is in Malta, but a great chance to take the brand abroad and meet new people, or some returning people, because I've been a few times and I've actually some returning faces, and so that's going to be a good experience. And then returning to Thought Bubble November the 16th to 17th, which is here in the UK, up north in Harrogate, and a 2-day convention focused on indie comics, which I really appreciate. So it's like, it must be the biggest collection of indie creators in one space, but a really good opportunity to meet fans, again, people who have seen our work before, but also a lot of new people. So we're going to be taking our comics to those places, and yeah, just looking forward to meeting people and talking about the mayamada brand.
I'm excited because I'm also going to pop to Thought Bubble for one of the days, and that will be my first time.
Yeah, it'll be a good experience.
I'm excited. So we have our Studio77 digital platform where we host a variety of different shows with creative professionals and play games for your amusement. We have our next casual conversations with comic creators, which is where Nigel talks to a creator each month about the craft of making comics, and we're discovering the human behind the art in the next episode, which will be episode 30 with Nathan Hawthorne from 7:30 p.m. and the VOD will be available for 14 days after that, and that's on Tuesday the 19th of November. It will be live because I don't think I said that earlier. And we also have our games night for November, so we're planning to do that on Wednesday the 27th, and we've not yet decided on what game we're going to play, though I feel like there's a few in the mix. We might go back to game we've previous played, or we might try something new, but that's our monthly show basically, where we play games for your amusement. It's a lot of chaos. There's normally just us trying to learn how to play a game. Last games night we played D&D live on stream. That was interesting. We started from character creation, session 0. But yeah, that's normally at 7 p.m. UK times. We play with Studio77 members live on stream with different games on Twitch, and you can check out some of the past games night highlights over on our YouTube channel and see some of the chaos there. And if you didn't know already, we have our Do I Look Like a Gamer campaign, which is our yearly initiative which works to promote diversity and inclusion in the video games industry, as well as showcase the pathways into games for young and aspiring talent. So each year we do take a new snapshot of 40 players and makers each year, showcasing the representation that exists today already, as well as a way to inspire the future generations. And it also means a new schedule of activities. We have coming up our Friends and Family Game Design Jam, which is happening on November the 23rd. It's a single day event to introduce young and aspiring games developers to the concept of video game design. So you can take part with your family group, friends group, or if you're coming in as an individual, we'll get you placed into a group on the day. And we want to encourage younger attendees to come and participate with an older family member. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. I cannot wait. So we have our International Future Summit coming up at the end of the year. We'll be recapping the year of Do I Look Like a Gamer and looking ahead for a live stream event bringing together video games fans and aspiring professionals along with current professionals from around the world, and we'll be discussing future trends in the industry and calling out for participants for the next year's campaign. So make sure you check that out. We're planning that for December the 16th. And if you are a young aspiring professional, creative professional, or that you know one, then you might be interested in our showrunners work experience program. We're making opportunities for young people aged 16 plus to work with the mayamada team across comic, video games, and content creation. We have had a lot of input into the upcoming comic about me, as well as like a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I know that there has been some help done around bringing animation into the mix.
Yeah, I've had some very impressive animation research being done, even the future stories as well. Between some of our recent showrunners, we've been able to tame the the catalogue of ideas that is 11th Hour, and is actually making some like genuine progress. So young people having a real impact on the future of the mayamada brand.
And then it also like allows us to offer them opportunities for things like in-person events as well. So we had a lot of help over the Comic-Con weekend and the Frey World Game Jam and the weekend as well, and just had like help from previous showrunners in those as well, which meant that me and Nigel had the capacity to do a lot more. No, really appreciate the enthusiasm and the commitment, and like just hope. I'm very much looking forward to how they develop, and it's a nice journey seeing how people start with the program and then end with the program, and a lot do then continue to work with us on other things. But if you are interested, I should probably tell you how to find out more information. You can head to mayamada.com/showrunners, or you can email us showrunners@mayamada.com and find out more about it and get a young person involved. Today,
you can become a Studio77 member to support all that work that we just described, all the things that we're doing at mayamada, and get involved in the different events and things that are happening all year round in the mayamada universe.
Each month we like to get your opinion on something to do with the games industry or surrounding culture, and we've got results from the last month's poll where we were asking you, is the PS5 Pro too expensive? In joining last place with no votes, we have it is expensive, but I'll still buy it to future-proof my gaming setup. And no, the price makes sense with this technological advancement. So the winning place, it's got to be something that means that, I mean, basically, yes, it's too expensive. 9% said that forget the price, where's the PS5 exclusives? And 91%, yes, £700 is way too much for a mid-gen refresh. So everyone's in the camp of it's too expensive. Where are the exclusives at? Can you focus on that? And maybe not charging the price of a car, a second-hand car.
Just to clarify, yeah.
Just to clarify, yeah. For a console. So we're asking you a new question this month. It's award show season in the games industry, and the Game of the Year debate is heating up. The Game Awards are around the corner and have established themselves as the leading awards ceremony for the video games industry. But we want to know what you think the Game of the Year will be in 2024. And we've had quite a few games this year. So Zelda Echoes of the Wisdom, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Balatro, Dragon Age, the Velguard, Black Myth, Wukong, or something else. So let us know your thoughts by voting in the poll, which is now live, and you can find that in the description. The results will be announced in the December Studio77 report video. Nigel, what's your Game of the Year?
So much like the film Oscars, it becomes a list of things I've not played. I've not played yet. So what I will say, the one that I would like to see win, I don't think will win, is Astrobot, because I played the one on the PS5. Very eager to, before the end of the year, play the new one, and that is some of that and the Ori games are just some of the most like pure joy of playing that I've had in recent times. Astrobot is a fantastic game, and I would like to see it sort of nominated and get that appreciation. I'm leaning towards Dragon Age just based on the vibes from other people, but I don't know, I don't have any strong backing, but I like to see Astrobot and I'm hearing good things about the Zelda game as well.
That's fair. I'm just not even going to participate in this conversation.
Nothing to say.
The idea that you pick a favorite. Also, I am also guilty of not having played any. Oh no, I've played Black Ops 6.
Oh, that.
I don't think that.
I don't think that. Well, there might be. Well, that's why we've got the poll. Who knows?
I'm just looking at like the nominees, and yeah, I'm like, I've played Black Ops 6 and only multiplayer briefly, so I don't think.
Well, I'm
I have
campaign,
any.
So between us, we can make a semi-informed
informed decision of whether it beats any of the other games that we haven't played. Yeah, so I would not feel confident talking about any of those. Though there is a best game adaptations category.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like I can talk about that.
Is that to give Arcane the award? Arcane's coming out, right?
Arcane's not this. Oh yeah, it is this year actually. It's this weekend.
Is it this weekend? Oh, we need to start recording now. No, I need to prepare for that.
And I think it's Fallout.
Or Fallout, yeah.
Basically, I've not seen Like a Dragon. I didn't even know there was an adaptation. Or I've not watched the Tomb Raider. Is that actually out? I didn't even know that was out.
Yeah, the anime.
Didn't know it was out yet. I haven't watched that either, and I also haven't watched Knuckles. But I have watched Borderlands, Fallout, and Halo Season 2. Actually, I haven't even watched Season 2. I just don't need to. Maybe I'll give one episode a go and then give it a fair shout. But, like, why are they even there?
Yeah, it's Fallout.
It's Fallout. Like, the others could maybe, but I don't know why Halo and Borderlands there.
It's called making up the numbers.
They just don't need to. Just wipe that off. Let's just pretend they didn't happen. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone voted for in December and then seeing who actually wins.
Yeah. Democracy. There we go. So with that being said,
maybe it will work for something.
yes, someone's going to be happy. So that being said, does it for another Studio 77 report. We have one more to come for next month, and we will see you all then. Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also check out our universe of manga and characters at mayamada.com. We'll see you soon.